Hey crafty friends, welcome to day number 3 in the 12 Cards of Christmas series 2014. So today this is my card and we're gonna create a really beautiful card with alcohol ink techniques. So I've cut my panel that's gonna go on the front of the card and I'm gonna work on that. This is from Pattern Paper from the Fancy Pants collection. So I have a transparency for a printer. You can get that in any office supplies store. It's a transparency for printers. And I'm gonna punch my snowflakes and have 3 transparent snowflakes. There is a smoother side and a more coarse side, so you're gonna go and work on your coarse side. That will be easier. So I have some alcohol inks here. I'm gonna apply them to my blender here. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color my snowflakes. And the ink takes on better on the coarse side, not on the smoother side. You can feel it in your fingers, you will see. And this has a really beautiful effect. And I really like it. I also like that my fingers are dirty, and this is part of the fun, right? You guys, now you have to make sure it's dry, and don't dry it with your heat tool, cause the transparency will curl and, you know, lose all shape. So just put it inside and let it dry. So I've cut some triangles with Spellbinder dies, different sizes of triangles that are gonna be my trees. And I'm gonna bring in some distress ink to ink the edges. This is a green distress ink, and I'm gonna go over all the edges so they'll look nice and green. And I want to add them to my front panel here with some foam tape, because when you add stuff with foam tape it always looks nicer and pops out more, and it doesn't look too flat. So I always like to add that dimension with my foam tape. So I'm gonna just see how to arrange all of them. And actually this small triangle is too small for me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and dye another triangle that is a little bit bigger, and I'm not gonna use the small one. If you don't have the dye, you can just cut it with your scissors. So I'm gonna add this third tree as well. I'm gonna arrange them like so. And I'm just going to use some scraps of paper to cut their trunk or, you know, pot that they're going to sit in. And I'm just going to eyeball it. You don't need any measurements. You just cut a little piece of paper and use it. And of course I'm cutting the shapes in different colors to match the trees, so it won't be too boring and it will be nicer this way. And then I can go ahead and add them to my front panel that's gonna go on my card. Just on the bottom there you add your trees. Of course if you want more than 3, then you can just go ahead and add as many trees as you want. And of course I'm gonna ink the edges of those little shapes as well and just add them like so. I'm not gonna add foam tape to the bottom of the trees, just to the upper part, so this will create more dimension. So that's my third tree here. Don't forget to ink the edges. I always like to do that. Perfect. So now I can go ahead and add my snowflakes, which have dried in the meantime. Just a little drop of glue, and I'm going to add them to my card there. If you have different sizes of punches, of course you can use different sizes, different patterns. And I'm gonna add the sentiment with some letter stickers, and sometimes the letter stickers are very stubborn and kind of hard to pull off the sticker page, so I'm using tweezers. It helps. They have pointy, sharp edges, so that helps. And I always like my letters not to be very straight. Adds a more whimsical and fun feeling to the card. So don't stress if it's not straight. If you want it straight, then just you can use a ruler or just draw a straight line and then follow the line when you add your stickers. So this is going to read Merry Christmas, obviously. And to finish my card, I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges, but actually I'm going to use a larger tool. It's going to look nicer, and I'm going to use a blend of blue and then green, so that will coordinate with the colors that I have on my card. We'll give it a nice frame. I really like the Distress ink. They blend so nicely onto the paper. They have this vintagey, nice feel to them. And now I can glue down the front panel to my card, and the card will be ready. Another card under 10 minutes, you guys. Fast, pretty, easy, and fun. Thanks for joining me. See you tomorrow for card number 4.